Alright, so this is my collection of Godzilla stuff right now. I plan to collect more in the future. Most of the accessories are either on top of the closet or my grandma's drawer. But yeah, this is my collection of what I have so far. I plan to get a drowned viper in the future and other stuff. And a Mechagodzilla with that proton screen. Sorry, I don't. But this one's cool. I plan to get the one with the proton screen. And this is a bootleg Warbat. Not the real one, but I plan to get the real one. But the bootleg's cool too. Alright. And the first one to review is my favorite character, Godzilla. This is Godzilla evolved, with his heat accessory. And I do like that there was red. I know it's pink in the film, and I know this ain't entirely film accurate, but it's still a cool color. The real feel's film accurate, so I plan to get the real feel. But yeah. And this can be removable, but I like to leave it there because it's cool. Yeah, this is the heat ray thing. And, oh, get stupid curtain things. Yeah, this is the cool accessory. Now, rotation, he can twist his feet, and he can move his legs about this, and he can move the other leg a little bit better. His arms can rotate all the way around. His mouth can move up and down. He can't really twist his head, but it's alright. And his tail is on a ball joint. And you have to put that on. What are you doing, little man? Little man's my dog. Making sure these aren't close to him because he'll chew on them. But yeah, and I don't want him chewing on my stuff. Yeah, there's Godzilla. And next one is the queen of the monsters, Mothra. She comes with a tiny human named Jira, or Gia or something. And she doesn't really have articulation on her head and limbs, but she has articulation on the wings. They can move around. They can move anywhere. You can turn them anyways. And I do like the color of the wings. They're pretty nice, and she is nicely detailed herself. This is a Playmates. The only one that's not Playmates is the bootleg Warbat and the Rodan. Rodan's from... because Playmates haven't made a Rodan. The Rodan's from Jack Specifics. And next, we got the second best hero and protagonist, Kong. I got the Beaks Love one. I'll plan to get the Battle Axe one later. Just like I'll plan to get the regular Godzilla later. But this is one with the Beast Glove. And he does have a nice... I do like that he looks older in this one. And I do like the Beast Glove arm shit. Okay, these curtain things need to not knock over my phone. Shit. But there he is. A nice roaring face and details in the eyes. So, the arm can rotate, the wrist can rotate. In this other one, this arm has less rotation, and the wrist can't move. But it's alright. The arm can still rotate a little bit. The head can move, unlike Godzilla. The legs have rotation in them. He doesn't have any waist rotation, but it's alright. Now, time for one of the two main bads. And this one is Scar King. Now, he looks badass. And I know he wasn't the strongest villain. I know in the movie he's kind of a coward, but I still find his appearance badass, and he's still a good villain in my opinion. And he, along with One Eye, has the second most rotation. The most rotation is the Tiamat. Well, when I get the Drowned Viper, he will have more rotation than Tiamat. And he has his whiplash, which you can remove from his hand, and you can pop onto his shoulders. Yeah, I like both versions. And there's other versions of Scar King I'd like to collect. Even though his mouth doesn't open, which can be a little bit, he still looks intimidating. They should make one where he comes with a crystal and a mouth open. Now he has rotation on the wrist. And the arms. And his head can rotate similar to Kong's. And he actually has waist movement, which they make a squeaking sound. And he has leg rotation, like Kong. But his feet don't rotate, unlike Kong's. Well, Kong's don't rotate either. Godzilla has them. But yeah, I prefer to have the whiplash out. Yeah. Okay. And the second bad, King Ghidorah. He is a badass three-headed dragon. And he has surprisingly lots of rotation. His wings don't rotate, they just plap on, but his two tails does. And he's a great villain. He's probably one of the most evil ones, along with Scar King. His legs can rotate, his feet don't move, but his heads can rotate any way around. And his necks can too. His jaws don't move up and down like Godzilla's. Which is a bummer, but it's okay. And now for Mecha Godzilla. And he is awesome. He was a cool villain in Godzilla vs. Kong. And he surprisingly has more rotation than Godzilla. His mouth can go up and down. His arms can rotate, but they can't move upwards, like Kong's. His legs have more articulation than the arms. His feet can move, his knees can move, and his tail is on a bull joint. And the Mecha Godzilla with proton screen has proton screen you can put on this one. And next is Shimo. And she is a cool dragon-like creature. Lizard-like creature. And she redeems herself at the end of the movie. She comes with the Frosted Blast, which looks pretty cool. You could remove it. And her mouth, she has lots of rotation too. Like, her head can move, her neck can move any way around. Her jaws can move, her arms can move more than the bottom legs. I meant the upper legs, and the tail can move too. And now, there's Tiamat, who has the most rotation. And she looks awesome. Even if it's not entirely movie accurate, her jaws can move, her head can move. She can move multiple ways in her long body, and she has arms and legs, which they can move too. And they can wrap around Godzilla if you'd like. And next is probably a fan favorite to some people, Rodan. This is Jack Specifics, not Playmates. And he has a closed mouth, which is alright. His head can move. His wings can rotate. And his legs can move too. And here is Zuko, possibly Kong's adopted son. He has pretty good articulation. His waist can move. His arms can move. His wrist can move. His head moves and his legs moves. And he comes with a little rock, which is up on the closet. And he also comes with Doug, which doesn't have too much rotation, but his neck can move a little bit. His mouth doesn't open and close. And he can move his legs anyway, and his tail's on a ball joint. And next we got One Eye, which is badass figure. He has just as much articulation as Scar King. He comes with a bone, which he can whack on. His wrist can move, his arm can move, his head can move, and his waist moves, and his legs can move. similar to Scar King and Khan. And last but not least, the bootleg Warbat. I plan to get the real one soon. He has decent amount of articulation. His tail can move. He can move his tail anyways, and his wings can move, and his jaw can go up and down. I'd hope you liked the review. Bye.